for the 2017 Cattle Industry Convention and NCBA Trade Show. We just wanted to give you a little bit of information on the convention so that you have everything that you need to know before you head on down to Nashville. So just kind of some general information about the convention. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Kristen Torres. I'm the Executive Director of Meetings and Events for NCBA, and I head up the team that pulls together this big event. So the event that we have coming up in Nashville is the 120th event. The very first one was back in 1898. All of the events, with the exception of one off-site reception, are going to be held at the Gaylord Opryland Hotel, which is in Nashville, Tennessee. In addition to the Gaylord Hotel, we have 6 other overflow properties right around the area. Many of you may be housed in some of those hotels. We will have a complimentary shuttle for you there. We will have shuttle schedules that will be on the mobile app. There'll be signage in each of the hotel lobbies and in the program with those shuttle schedules. So you shouldn't have any troubles getting back and forth to the Gaylord. So everyone is aware, dress for the convention is business casual, and for the evening events, the dress is casual. Do wear comfortable shoes. There's a lot of ground to cover. And again, everything will be held at the Gaylord in the convention center portion of the hotel. There is parking available there on site for those of you driving in. The cost is $24 a day. There is a valet option as well. You can valet at the Cascades lobby, or you can self-park all around the entire property. And we're just going to basically walk through what you can expect during the convention week and the events that you can attend. So the convention actually kicks off on Tuesday, January 31st with some of our Cattlemens College events, and our Executive Director of Producer Education, Josh White, is here to tell you a little more about that.
Yeah, welcome everybody, and excited to see everyone in Nashville. We are going to kick things off Tuesday afternoon with concurrent opening educational sessions focused on some really cutting-edge genetic resources for you, especially on the cow-calf side, but there'll also be, I think, relevant points for stockers, backgrounders, and feed yard operators, because some of that technology will affect those cattle that you buy and help provide new selection tools for how you might purchase cattle. So be sure and check out all of the Cattlemens College information at the convention website under the Events and Meetings tab. You'll find all the information. You can click through for all of the session titles, speaker names, and bios. All that information is there. We will have a reception on Tuesday evening where you can catch up with some of your old friends. A lot of our speakers will come in early for the reception, so if you see someone on the list that you would really like to have a personal conversation with, there are multiple opportunities to do that, and again, a lot of those folks will be at the reception. The next day, on Wednesday, we'll have our long list of breakout sessions with multiple tracks, and I think it's our most practical and really something that you can really take back to the farm, ranch, or feed yard in every track, and whether it's souls and forages all the way over to panel discussions around business, cattle breeding, we've got something for everyone. So be sure and take a look at our lineup, and we just love to have you there. And I'm going to hand it back over to Kristen to talk more about what's going on Wednesday.
Yeah, so after Cattlemen's College Wednesday morning, for those of you that might be new to the convention, we have a first-timers orientation. So we will be sending out invitations for this in the first part of January, and it is open to anybody that's a first-time attendee. This is an opportunity for you to come and learn about the different organizations that meet and hear from NCBA leadership, learn more about what opportunities are available for you at the convention, and connect with people from your region. So you have an opportunity to find some people that you may be able to visit with throughout the week and really start making some connections. I highly, highly recommend if this is your first time for the convention, that you attend this event. For those of you that have registered for the full registration, one of the great events that's included in that is our opening general session. Our general session speaker this year is Dr. Beck Weathers. His story is based on his book, Left for Dead, and you may be familiar with a movie that was out recently called Everest. Again, that's based on his story, and he's going to really put on a compelling story during this event. And the most exciting part about this opening general session is that it's going to be emceed by country music star Josh Turner. So we're really looking forward to a great event there. And that kicks off the first part of Wednesday. Following that general session, we go right into a honky tonk happy hour in the trade show. And it's a great way to kick off the opening of the trade show. It's a big party. We have a lot of sponsors with free beer, lots of live music. It's just a really nice atmosphere in there. Following the closing of the trade show, we have a couple of receptions that happen that evening. The first being the PAC reception, which is our Political Action Committee. They have a live auction there, doing some fundraising for that event. The Young Beef Leaders also have a networking reception that evening. So that's brought to us by our friends at Caterpillar. They're our sponsor for that event. And then the Environmental Stewardship Awards program also happens that evening. All of these events are open to attendees. The PAC reception is a ticketed event. You can register for that on site. You can register for it ahead of time, or you can even register for it at the door. Thursday morning, we start off bright and early for those that love to run. We have the Beef Fit 5K Fun Run that happens very first thing in the morning, and that's sponsored by our friends at Bear Animal Health. And the full registration, again, includes another general session. And the general session for Thursday is the Cattle Facts Outlook session. Highly recommend, if you want to get a sneak peek of what's to come in the industry, that you attend this event. Another great way for you to get connected with other folks in your region is to attend the regional meetings. These meetings are based by the geographic regions that are broken down for NCBA, and you have an opportunity to talk with leadership from that region and talk with your fellow producers about issues that may be happening in your region of the country. And again, like I said, it's a great way to get connected with some folks that are right there in your backyard. Additionally, on Thursday, the committee meetings kick off, and what everyone might not be aware of is that committee meetings are all open for full registered attendees. You cannot vote in these committee meetings if you're not an actual member of the specific committee, but you are able to sit in and find out what's happening in each of these different areas that our organizations work on. Thursday, we have a very busy day. I would like to introduce Sarah Arp. She is the Associate Director of Governance, to talk a little bit about the Young Beef Leaders Summit.
Yes. So for young producers who are new to our organizations or who are currently involved in our state affiliated organizations, we have activities every day of convention. As Kristen mentioned earlier, we kind of kick the week off with the educational sessions and the networking reception. But we're pleased to offer an exclusive event. It's called our YBL State Leadership Summit. This year, the title is Lessons from Industry Trailblazers. This is an invitation-only event that is offered exclusively to our state affiliates who have members who are up and coming in their leadership. But we will have a panel list of industry experts there to kind of give their perspective on the lessons they've learned in life and in business to help those who are young or new to the industry help navigate the future pathways in which they choose to go. So if you're interested in attending that event, please reach out to your state affiliates and they will have more information to share.
Also, on Thursday, the trade show is open all day, so it's open from 9 until 6. The trade show has a lot going on. We have education programs in 2 different locations on the show floor. We have a demonstration arena, which is where we bring in live cattle and we do live cattle handling sessions there. We also have the Learning Lounge, which is a classroom style setting, but it's right there on the trade show floor. Additionally, in the trade show, we have lunch served in there each day, and registration to the convention includes lunch, so you're welcome to go to the trade show and grab that there. We also have a reception each afternoon in the trade show, and on Thursday, we are doing a Nashville wine tasting reception. So again, that's open to all registered attendees. One thing to make note of as well, for those of you looking for the latest information on BQA, the BQA Producer Forum will be from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. that day. Thursday night, we have several different receptions that happen on this night for different groups within various organizations. The Young Cattlemen's Alumni Reception happens, Beef Quality Assurance Reception, and the Masters of Beef Advocacy Reception are also happening. These are all invitation-only receptions. Some of them held at the Gaylord, some of them held downtown at the Omni Hotel. Again, the media reception for all of our media attendees. And then several states also have receptions on this evening. And that's one of the things that you can find out about at that First Timers Orientation as well. And the states typically will send out invitations for those. Again, held at the Gaylord, and some of them held downtown as well. And then the big event that is for everyone registered at the convention is our Stars and Guitars party that will be held at the Country Music Hall of Fame in downtown Nashville. We will be providing shuttle service for this from the Gaylord, to and from the Gaylord, I should say, to the Country Music Hall of Fame. And for those that want to spend a couple of hours down on Broadway while you're downtown after the party, we will have shuttles running until 12 a.m. After you've spent a great night downtown Nashville, we want you to get up bright and early and attend our Best of Beef breakfast, where we give away several different awards from across the industry here. This is included in the full registration. Our General Session 2 also happens this morning, and we have Dana Perino from Fox News as our speaker for this event. She's the former White House press secretary. She's going to put on a great event as well. She's super excited to be there. If you haven't seen the video that she put together for us, check out our Facebook page and click on that. She did a really great job with that. Friday afternoon continues with a lot of committee meetings. Again, those are open. You are able to sit in on all of those. I'm just unable to vote unless you're a committee member. The trade show is open from 9 until 5 on this day. And again, we still have education going on throughout the day in both the Learning Lounge and the demonstration arena. We also have lunch again in the trade show. In the afternoon, our reception today is a Tennessee Brew Fest, so come by and have a cold one on us. And Sarah, do you want to talk a little more about the Emerging Leaders Luncheon?
Yes, the Emerging Leaders Luncheon is an event that's exclusive to any of the young producers or young collegiate attendees for our meeting. A full registration will get you access into that event. And we have we're pleased to present Dave Speck, who will give a presentation on transition planning is optional, well, kind of, to discuss that, you know, the generational transfer between families and those dynamics. It'll be a very educational and informative interactive session. We will also have industry leaders engaged in this event as well, attending as mentors to sit at each of your tables. So as you enjoy your lunch, you'll be able to visit with some of those who have been in your shoes in the past. So be sure to join us for that event.
Yeah, one other thing we wanted to point out from the producer education team, we're going to be doing a sustainability update forum for the first time new you have interest in or may be involved in. So join us from 11 to noon, that same day, Friday, to hear an update on all the great things that are going on sustainability and what we're doing to position ourselves as a leader in the discussion on sustainability and really position cattlemen and beef in the right spot to move forward on this important topic. Kristen, you want to talk about what's going on Friday night?
Yeah, and our closing event for Friday night is an exclusive Grand Old Opry. We call that the Cowboys Mad at the Opry. And we have a great lineup planned for this. The event will kick off with Larry Gatlin and the Gatlin brothers, followed by newcomer Carly Pierce. And Carson Peterson is a young gentleman. He's 13 years old, and he's an amazing fiddle player. Chris Jansen will also take the stage. And then our headliner for the night is Trace Adkins. And again, our event's going to be hosted by Josh Turner, so we'll get to see him a little bit early in the week and then close out the week with him as well. So we're really excited about the lineup here. Following the Opry event, we have a little bit of an after party, and that's going to be held back over at the Gaylord, and we'll have a dueling pianos event that night. Again, this is open to all full registered attendees. For those of you that might have purchased a trade show only ticket, you can purchase tickets for the Cowboys Night at the Opry and after party on site at the registration area. One thing to keep in mind as you're planning for the convention, the early bird registration and housing deadline is coming up on January the 4th. So this does not mean that registration is closing or that you can't attend the event if you haven't registered prior to this date. What that means is that the prices change, and so if you want to get the discount, January 4th is the day that you want to do that. We do have a brand new convention website for this year, if you all haven't checked that out yet. The URL for that is convention.beefusa.org, and it's got a great new layout. All the information that you could be looking for on the convention can be found there. So if you have an opportunity, take a look at that. And anyone that might have some questions regarding the convention, anything about meetings, registration, housing, etc., those can all be directed to our meetings team at meetings.beef.org. Thank you so much for attending today. We're really looking forward to seeing everyone in Nashville.